Thank you, Brendan. Look, what an exciting day today. It was a little bit of a panic. It was a little sketchy there at the beginning of the day. As you can look here, look at the NASDAQ, man. We just went for a dip right here, all the way 16.4 basically, down to 16.2. 200-point move on the NASDAQ real early, and it was basically an uncontrolled drop. We saw Tesla absolutely tank down, but I'm going to talk about the trade of the day for me that brought me back to Greensville. We suffered a little bit through this. We've been trading Palantir today. We saw what that did off earnings. But thankfully, and we talked about this over and over again, you got to go back to names that you trust, names that you know have been strong, right? So I come right back to the biggest and the baddest here, AMD. Why do we like AMD? Look, it's all about Omniverse. It's all about Metaverse. It's about using their chips. We found out yesterday that Facebook, well, I guess formerly Facebook, now Meta, going to be using some AMD chips. Lots of companies moving towards this Metaverse, and they need to build it out. So they're going to need these, right? So here's AMD. Look, they enjoy the same kind of a fall as the market. But we didn't want to get in the way of this. We could see the pressure heading to the downside. As I said, Tesla sort of leading the way. As soon as we started to feel that there was some relief here in the market, we start to buy. So that's about a 146 buy rate there on AMD. Thankfully, it rips up, and this doesn't look like much, but it's like a 50-cent win. And then the market's kept going all the way to the upside, but then it breaks, and we take out for a 50-cent loss. So we're flat on AMD. We take out half there, take out the other half. But then we let there be some bottoms. And this is what we're talking about. Shout out to Michael Noss from Trade Ideas, because we talked about this with him. And it's those wick-off bottoms. So we actually get one. It's very, very hard to see down here at 144 because I have some transactions. But that wick-off bottom, actually, we see that happen, and then we just mark it up. And we actually get like a 144.20 or so, okay? So we're like, all right, this is a jam. So we actually get that one, comes back to the upside. But then it comes right back down, and we basically take that exact same trade again. The good thing is we had a 44 out. So if this cracked below this, 144, then we were out. So we're taking like 50 cents or so worth of a risk, and then look what happens, man, almost instantly. And you can come back over to the NASDAQ. Very similar. It's very choppy here at the bottom, but then it starts to go, right? And we're like, all right, we have this. We have AMD. And even live on the show, we talked about it, that we thought we had the bottom here and that we wanted to hold. So we sort of do our 20 to 25% out. We're not going to go half out, half out. We thought that there was a good chance for this to run, so we wanted to hold it. Needless to say, it kind of has a hard time here. So we start getting out 145, 145.50, so on and so forth, right at some of these levels. Then it takes off, and we're like, hallelujah, and it just continues to go back to the upside. There's a 146.50, so that's $2.50. Then we're cruising because, as you can see, the NASDAQ starts to go a little bit. It has a hard problem at VWAP, but this does not. So you can see a nice move to the upside, breaks it here, and this is minutes away. So this is 10:07. We finally start to get out here about 11:15 or so. So we hold this one for an hour. We let it go all the way back up. There's really no levels here. So what we let it do is sort of baseline out there. We're actually waiting for this 150. Didn't happen. But as it starts to break back down, we notice VWAP right there at 149, and we close our trade for a $5 winner. So look, to learn something on this, I know I have. Pick the stronger names, right? If you kept buying PayPal today or Palantir today, then you're not, they continue to move to the downside on weak news, right? AMD has positive news. Are they going to follow the market? Sure they are. But we pick up the bottoms and we hit it right there. That's a trade of the day for me.